Welcome back to the channel. So a customer sent us in a SCUF controller and it has a damaged charging port, so we're going to go ahead and take care of that. And there's your damage. Removing the damaged port first. Added a little bit of leaded solder, but we're going to add a little bit of low melt solder to this, and that should aid in the removal of this piece. Add a little bit of flux. And with the other tube, it just squirt everywhere, and this one, it doesn't even come out. Gotta really manhandle this thing. Jeez. It looks like we're gonna have to perform some trace repair on this, but first we're gonna want to remove the residual remnants of the carcass of the old port. I shouldn't have to use more than maybe 300, 350 for this. It is low melt, so it should be able to remove quite easily. This is where it would help to have a third hand. We have one side. And the second side. Kind of just flew all over the place there. You should always wear safety glasses at home, kids. Alright, so we still have the two pieces that are residual through there, but I think I can poke those through. Not sure how it broke off like that, but it did. So there's how we're looking. Looks salvageable. We're just going to have to rebuild the ground right here and connect that back. And this one looks fine. None of these traces look damaged, best I can tell. Then there was a ground plane right here. So we'll go ahead and scratch all that back. We'll be using this guy, our trusty mini drill, I guess. It may as well be like a Dremel. And best I can tell, that looks like that was all connected there, as was it over there too. So it was connected to this. Let's see if we can move that trace over really quick. Yeah, that was connected there and at the bottom. And that is what we're working with currently. Let's go ahead and clean that up a little bit. I don't think we're going to be able to salvage that. So when we go to connect this is all ground. This is all ground right here, as is this, and obviously what we'll do here. So let's put this new port in and see how it's, well, I gotta desolder some more. And there's how it looks. Probably going to want to figure out a way to solder this all together. We'll probably install a trace in the center after I've cleaned that up. We're going to be rebuilding the traces with this, and there really isn't much to work with on these, so maybe I won't be using that. And we may find something else to rebuild that with. I mean, I could use a piece of this. That is pretty thick though. Yeah, I might actually have to run some wire for this, or we can scratch away some more of this. Not too much though. Do a tiny clean. So let's go ahead and add some flux. So weird how it just sits incorrectly like that. Kind of makes me wonder if all those ports look like that. Yeah, so it actually looks like that port is damaged. I'm gonna just grab a different port. So I guess I'll want to pre-tin all of these. So add a little bit of flux. I think that this will be pretty resilient to hot air, so we'll go ahead and put that back in. And of course you want to make sure this thing is as flush as possible. And it looks like it is. We'll smash it down while we're heating it. And now we wait. probably gonna have to remove some solder from that. I don't think the cable will fit inside. Well, we know that USB cable is not going to fit in here, so we're going to have to remove some of this solder. Well, of course, that's not going to fit. It's not the right cable. It's a pretty solid fit. Guess we'll make sure the connections are good under here before we call it. And they look like they're soldered on already. I really don't want to do this because I'm afraid that if I do, we're going to cause some bridging, but we'll see. So now this flux is making a mess on the table. I guess I can clean up the port and see if we have continuity real quick. But it's looking pretty good. It actually looks like we need a little bit more solder on this side. Yeah, we're pressing up against the plastic in there, so we're still good. Now let's go ahead and make sure we have continuity on all of our lines, and then we'll go ahead and send this back for reassembly. And we have continuity on that one. This one, probably have to add a little bit of solder to that fourth connection. Yeah, connections all seem very solid. I think it's time to go ahead and reassemble this and test it out. Now we've connected the controller to the computer, and it looks like it's working great. And so there we have it. The controller is now repaired and ready to go back to the customer. If you enjoyed this video, enjoyed the content, or what have you, please remember to leave us a like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.